the goodies. Yep, this is it. 212cc. It's on sale for $100, but you just have to tell them at the front. And they have bigger engines like this one, 670, but obviously that won't work for our application. And they're pretty pricey, $700. This one is the one I wanted to get, 420cc, but it's kind of pricey, $340. I don't know if it's really worth it yet, huh?
This one will do.
Yeah, this one will do. And he just got his, and it has 212cc, and it rips pretty good,
yeah,
huh?
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna get this one. But we just picked up the motor. It's a 212cc, and yeah, it was $100, which is like a decent deal, I think, for 212cc. And then the next step up was $240, and that was a 300cc. But I think this will do just fine for what we need. Here is the 7 Series. As you can see, the engine is probably like a quarter taken apart. Took off the valve covers. We left the cams on. Injectors, spark plugs, everything's out like that. We took off the timing cover, the front of it, I forgot what they're called, upper timing chain covers, yeah, and the lower part. And we had to replace the upper oil pan gasket, the crank seal, which is on that piece. Oh, and there's the frame for the bike, for the mini bike. I picked it up yesterday. There's a 235i. But I picked that up yesterday for literally $40, so it was a really, really good deal. Okay, so the E85 we got was for my 335i. I just bought a yellow canister, whatever, from Harbor Freight for $5. And we went to Jay's Garage, which is like 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away. It's in Portland. We're in Vancouver. But it's for this car. This is my 335i. I don't know if I've showed this car on the channel. Maybe, maybe not. I don't remember. But if it was in the Sunday Fun Day episode 1. But basically, it has a front mount intercooler, down pipes, it has a muffler delete, it has a dual cone air intake, and a stage 2 plus tune. And it's pushing upper 300s, possibly low 400s to the wheel. Hasn't been dynoed, but people with the exact mods I have said they've dynoed it and it was like 415 wheel horsepower, so I'll see. But I'm running oh, and that's the Instagram, my Instagram. But I'm running a 30% mixture, and it's doing really well. I really am impressed with the power. I have VMR V810 wheels. They're 19-inch, so it gives it a pretty good stance. And yeah, I really like it. But anyway, here's the motor, literally brand new, still in the cellophane packaging. So we're gonna be putting this in this one, in this little mini bike right here. We're gonna have to change out the back tire for something a little thicker, just because I want more stability. And then the front, we have to get a new tire. I might just put this tire there and just get a thicker one here. And then the sprocket that came with it, I'm not sure if it's properly geared. I'm gonna do a little bit of research first so I can have more top end. I don't mind if I don't have that much torque, but I at least want to be able to go like 30-40 miles an hour, so I'll see. Okay, so owned this thing for literally 20 minutes and already doing some minor mods. Basically, this is the air box, and the filter just sits on top of this. But I found out something I could probably do. See these little walls here? I'm gonna Dremel them down and just make it a full circle, and hopefully that will provide better airflow. Okay, so I have the factory air box back on. Looks a little bit jimmied, but that's because I didn't have the proper tool to cut plastic, so I just kind of sanded it away. It still is a larger opening, so now all that's left is to put the filter on and then just put this box back on, and hopefully it'll have a little bit of better airflow now. Alright, Kevin got here. He rode here on his mini pit bike, and or not mini pit bike, but just mini bike. He picked it up earlier today. And what are you doing over there?
I'm gonna tighten the throttle cable.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because he had a bit of slack in his throttle cable, and we're thinking like maybe if he tightens it, you know, it'll be a little bit more responsive. Alright, so we just put a $20 worth of gas in there, and now we're putting 2 gallons of E85, and that's gonna add up to a 20-25% mix of E85. And maybe when we get home we'll put a little more, depends, but I just usually run it at this percentage because it's kind of conservative. Alright, so we just finished putting in 2 gallons and 20 bucks worth. Now we're just gonna complete the rest with Supreme or premium quality fuel. And yeah, that will give us the correct mixture. Alright, we just got home. We did a lot of work on the E38 today. I don't know if you remember what the engine looked like, but it was like all taken apart. And on mine, still got a lot of work to do, but we raised the gas tank a bit to make clearance for the fuel filter.
Oh yeah, and we just put a little bit of E85
Yeah,
in this thing just
yeah.
to see how it perform.
Yeah, we just added some E85 in there. There's a little bit left from putting it in my car. So we're gonna see if it makes any difference. But it probably won't. And I think you're getting a new motor soon anyways, huh?
Yeah.
Because this one's kind of old. We don't know how the previous owner treated it or whatever, so he's probably just going to go ahead and get a new one anyways. Man, that guy's zooming. Jeez. Oh yeah, by the way, that thing has no brakes yet. We still have to add some brakes. These are the valve covers for the E38, and we're going to be using this paint stripper to strip off all the old paint. I'm curious to see how it'll work because this is zinc, but yeah, we're going to give it a fresh new paint job. Yeah, so it's dark for today. Can't do any more work on the mini bikes or anything, but yeah, Kim's gonna go home. What's that thing, Cam? Alright, see ya. Bye. Nice.
Oh my.
What happened? Maybe it's not on run. Alright, see ya. What the? We have to leave this in the clip. Alright, bye.